Nope, we sure don't. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is September 7th, 2018. Let me give a shout out to my man Kill Skills Sauce. He wanted me to play some niggas from Detroit by K Stone. My man Kill Skills Sauce is from Detroit, so what up though, player? Hope you guys are doing all right today. We're gonna be talking about two articles that caught my attention. One being Kraken. They're doing some layoffs, but it looks like they may not be reporting exactly what the layoffs or how many layoffs there are. It looks like there may be some discrepancies there, so we'll talk about that. And then secondly, we're going to talk about this Goldman Sachs thing, this, Business Insider article that came out that I covered. They never said anything about not doing the trading desk. So now we got to look at Business Insider and see what's going on over there. But we'll take a look at that article and what's going on with that situation. But first, take a look at that market cap. We are sitting at $203 billion. Bitcoin's dominance back up a little bit today, 54, almost 55% again. And, kind of bouncing off the bottoms for Bitcoin. Ethereum continually losing value. Again, not surprised there. Bitcoin Cash back below 500. Not looking good. It looks like EOS is finding some support at the $5 level. Again, I told you guys I bought some yesterday at around 509, 510, somewhere around there. Yeah, overall, kind of just a unchanged day. I mean, we're up a little bit, but on average, I would say we're kind of near zero. Pretty much where we are, trying to find our way, see if we can find a bottom in the markets. As you can see here, we're bouncing off of these levels, huge wicks on the 1 hour near the 6,200 area. So we're looking to find some bottom, it looks like. We tried to make a move back up, got slammed down, but we're just kind of in a channel on the 1 hour chart. We'll have to see and just be patient and see how things transpire. At least you do know now that the nearest resistance is 6,600 again. Not too confident we'll go back up. We broke a lot of things technically, and it would be interesting to see on the moving averages where we lie. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today on that tip. Not too much to report on from a price action perspective. First article out of Crypto Vest. Goldman Sachs executive denies leaving Bitcoin trading desk plans. He actually called it fake news. And it says here, global bank giant Goldman Sachs rejected on Thursday a Business Insider report that the institution has shelved the plans for creating a Bitcoin-based financial instrument. The investment bank chief financial officer, Martin Chavez, described the media allegations as fake news while speaking at TechCrunch Disrupt conference in California. And just to pause there, I was having a conversation with my man A3, I think yesterday, regarding this matter, and we were just kind of having a debate. He didn't agree that that Goldman Sachs could put out fake news and get away with it. Like, I was trying to explain to him, like, yo, I got friends that are in the banking industry. It's not clear and cut like that. You just can't. Goldman Sachs can't put out fake news and just get away with it. They have to follow FCC guidelines, SEC guidelines. There's a lot of things they have to be very careful about when it comes to putting out news. So, when I saw that article, I assumed, and I'm assuming the person writing the article assumed, that it was directly from Goldman Sachs. But it looks like that article, the original article from Business Insiders, was not a good source. Now, one could bring up the argument, hey, maybe Goldman Sachs, someone in Goldman Sachs reached out to Business Insider and did that, unbeknownst to the CFO or, any of the C-suite individuals. Could have, absolutely. But you can't just go with that and say that's the case, because we don't know. We got to see some evidence on that. So definitely did impact the markets, I think, in addition to, and this could be some correlation, some connection, in addition to that $100 million that was moved out a few days prior to the actual article coming out. So it could be some nefarious activities going on is regards to this whole Business Insider news. The CEO said here, I was in New York yesterday and I was co-chairing a risk committee and I saw the news article. It wasn't like we announced anything or that anything had changed for us. I never thought I would hear myself use this term, but I really have to describe this news as fake news. Chavez explained that Bitcoin trading desk plan is on the exploration table as the investment bank's clients want cryptocurrency related instruments. Goldman Sachs has moved the research to a new phase called non-deliverable forwards, which means that the bank is now looking into possibly doing over-the-counter derivatives settled against the Bitcoin. If the bank decides to use this type of instrument, the reference rate would be based on the BTC US dollar trading price of several exchanges, Chavez said. Chavez goes on to say here, when we talked about exploring digital assets, that it was going to be exploration that will be evolving over time. Maybe someone who was thinking about our activities here got very excited that we would be making markets as principal and physical Bitcoin. And as they got into it, they realized part of the evolution, but it is not here yet. On Wednesday, Business Insider reported that Goldman Sachs had dropped the BTC trading desk plan because the bank had run into regulatory roadblocks, as per information of an anonymous source familiar with the institution's projects. The news was widely reported and caused Bitcoin and other crypto prices to tumble, according to CNBC. I don't think it was the sole reason. Again, it literally could have been that individual that moved that Bitcoin knew this Business Insider article was coming out and sold right around, when the article came out, to use that as a cover. Who knows? We don't know, but it could have been. It could have been solely that, or it could have been a cover for them to sell with that article. Back in July, Goldman Sachs appointed David Solomon a new chief executive officer. Solomon is considered crypto-friendly compared to his predecessor, the long-running CEO Lloyd Blankfein. In June, Solomon, the bank's chief operating officer at the time, said the institution is examining new crypto offers to meet the new demands that virtual coins create. Goldman Sachs must evolve its business and adapt to the environment, he said. There you have it. So do you guys think this was some big conspiracy to really slam the price of Bitcoin? I think it was possibly a coordinated attack where the individual who had that 100 million in Bitcoin and moved a portion of it to Bitfinex might have either known this article was going to be coming out and coordinated their sale with that, or they had something to do with that article and coordinated the sale with that article being published. Who knows? We'll never know, but I'm surely glad to get your feedback on that and what do you think happened there. Ultimately, if the drop was because of this fake news out of Business Insider, then the market will recover back to the price it was prior to, if it truly was that. If it doesn't recover, then there are some additional factors that we need to think about as to why the price of Bitcoin dropped and the cryptocurrencies dropped. So again, if it doesn't recover right back to the spot where it was prior to the news break, then the drop wasn't solely because of that fake news article. So the next article is out of Crypto Globe and it's about Kraken. It says here, Kraken's layoffs involve far more than what's being shared, Redditor claims. A Redditor using the mysterious Plankton handle has recently claimed Kraken, a leading cryptocurrency exchange, is lying about its recent layoffs. According to the Redditor, the number of people fired is much larger than revealed and affects all of its operations. As Global Globe recently covered, users on social media have been claiming Kraken suffered a security breach and was laying off people as a result of that. The thread that started the rumors, created by another user in a throwaway account, claimed they were being forced to sign forms to voluntarily quit their jobs. Wow. While the exchange initially denied anything was going on, Kraken CEO Jesse Powell revealed 57 employees based in North America had been laid off in what was implied to be a cost-saving measure that saw roughly 10% of its client services team leave the company. Mysterious Plankton has now added that this is purely false. Per his Reddit post, Kraken tried to pay employees 8 weeks of wages as a severance offer if they resigned, an offer that would be off the table if they didn't accept in time. The Redditor further claimed the company swore up and down that everything was fine before firing its employees. He added layoffs are more serious than implied. He says, "We're not just talking a call center, we're talking 200 plus staff that covered every aspect of the client experience at Kraken. KYC, AML, security and investigations, deposits and withdrawals, VIP support, trading, you name it," he says. Wow. The post ended claiming there is far more that people aren't sharing, but that should be revealed in the near future. Responding to comments in the thread, Mysterious Plankton noted the company was obsessed with security and that the offices in Halifax house an estimated 45 to 50% of the exchange's client services team. Per the thread, Kraken could be in hot water over its employees' resignations, as these were reportedly forced. This isn't the first time it's accused of breaking the law, as research has in the past suggested there was suspicious Tether USD trading exchange activity. The exchange, as Crypto Globe covered, fought back against the study's allegations. The initial rumors suggested Kraken suffered a security breach. However, Crypto Globe looked into the exchange's cold wallets and couldn't find any suspiciously large withdrawals, although a breach could have also involved several small withdrawals. Some have claimed the breach was a physical location and not on its network. Interesting. So this is interesting news here. You guys let me know what you think. Kind of hard to gauge the validity of this throwaway account, on Reddit. So we really don't know. But surely, as the person said on Reddit, time will definitely reveal whether or not the layoffs are bigger than what they're being reported as. Very interesting topic. You guys let me know your thoughts on that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoy that new segment I'm doing, My 2 Cents. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla!